Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray will hold a series of meetings today to decide on standard operating procedures for the lockdown. The second round of meeting with the COVID task force at 8:30 p.m. The Chief Minister will talk to bureaucrats, senior leaders in coalition government around 11 a.m. before announcing a long lockdown across the state. He will also hold a meeting with traders' body, however the timing has not been decided yet. While opposition has been demanding beneficial package for various sections of the society, Shiv Sena's alliance partner Congress is not in the favor of a total shutdown. Sources further said that shortage of remdesivir, beds and oxygen cylinders are the three main challenges for the Maharashtra government. The western state, which has been witnessing a surge in the cases of coronavirus disease, recorded more than 63,000 infections on Sunday, taking the total tally in the state to more than 34,07,245. The Gujarat High Court on Sunday initiated a Suo Motu PIL over the coronavirus situation in the state, observing that media reports on the pandemic indicate that the state was heading towards a health emergency of sorts. Through an oral order, Chief Justice Vikram Nath directed the High Court registry to register a fresh Suo Motu PIL titled Uncontrolled, Upsurge and Serious Management Issues in COVID Control. This is the second such PIL registered by the State High Court on coronavirus situation. The first PIL was registered last year and it is still being heard at regular intervals. The Chief Justice informed the registry to make the Gujarat government, the health department as well as the central government parties in the fresh public interest litigation. Thousands of devotees, some of them without masks, gathered by the river Ganga in Uttarakhand's Haridwar on Sunday in densely packed crowds for prayers during the Kumbh Mela, one of the largest religious gatherings in the world. A day ahead of the Shahi Snan, considered to be an auspicious day to take a holy dip in the river, more than 1 lakh devotees were seen on the banks of the river in clear violation of the COVID-19 rules issued by the Health Ministry. Many devotees have been claiming that COVID-19 is not a major concern anymore since the state government has made a negative RT-PCR result mandatory for those visiting Haridwar. Along with devotees, scores of seers representing 13 akhadas will also be taking dip in the Ganga on Monday. Held every 12 years, this year's Kumbh Mela is taking place in extraordinary circumstances at a time when the second wave of the pandemic has gripped the country with over 1.5 lakh COVID-19 cases being reported in the last 24 hours. The Indian equity benchmark crashed on Monday as rising COVID-19 cases continue to weigh on investors' sentiment. The Sensex dropped as much as 1,479 points or 2.98% to hit an intraday low of 48,112.17, and Nifty 50 index tumbled below its important psychological level of 14,400 at a day's lowest level. All but 2 shares in the Nifty 50 basket were trading with a negative bias. As of 9:41 am, the Sensex fell 1,194 points to 48,397 and Nifty 50 index declined 377 points or 2.54% to 14,457. Protests broke out on Sunday night after US police fatally shot a young black man in a suburb of Minneapolis, where a former police officer is currently under trial for the murder of George Floyd. Hundreds of people gathered outside the police station in Brooklyn Center, northwest of Minneapolis. Police fired tear gas and flashbangs at the demonstrators, according to an AFP video journalist at the scene. The mother of Daunte Wright, a 20-year-old black man, told a crowd earlier on Sunday evening that he called her to say that he had been pulled over by the police, local media reported. Katie Wright said that she heard officers tell her son to put his phone down and then one of the officers ended the call. Soon after, her son's girlfriend told her that he had been shot.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.